That's why I told you before, not reprimanding you or anything, it's just that it's very bad if we are not grateful to people who are good to us, like I told you, the psychics, the people who foresee the future by seeing the past records. It's all recorded in a Akashic Hall. So, because many psychics have been warning humanity for some coming disasters, we have minimized a lot of them. Otherwise, I doubt if the earth would still exist until today. There is still a lot to do. Please, all humans, pray strong, repent sincerely, and be a good person. So even if the event did not happen the way they predicted, or it happened less, the damage is less, or humans must always be thankful that God let them tell them in advance so that we can minimize it wherever we can, some part of it. If humans even believe in the grace of God or the mercy of the Buddha and pray sincerely, honestly, humbly, repent, be good, then disaster, no matter how great, will become zero or at least minimized.
Dear Supreme Master TV Saints, I wanted to share that I have been keeping an eye on spaceweatherlive.com, and I noticed that around the time that we became anxious about the July 5th tsunami that was predicted by Ryo Tatsuki and numerous others, which was addressed by our beloved Ultimate Master, when she said that we could even avoid the tsunami in Japan in the message, "The simple little screw that can save our home planet." The solar flare energy was surprisingly low, mostly B class, when the time of the event passed, and thus we started to feel that it was not going to happen. The graph rose into C class and has stayed there. Master has once mentioned that people became more God-fearing and their souls became better around the time of a forecast typhoon, but then afterwards they went back to their original state. Master has warned how to stay safe and to pray for the people of Japan in early July. I wonder if many people who were afraid because of this prophecy prayed sincerely, and this improved the atmosphere of the planet a little, thus meaning that the three most powerful could save us from that terrible disaster. But now that the predicted disaster seems less likely, the prayers have stopped, and I presume that is what has caused the solar flaring to increase again. In Master's conversation with the King of the Sun, she said that the king told her that the prayers do reduce the karma of the planet, and thus the amount of damage that must be done to Earth. It seems then that the amount of solar flaring is directly proportional to the God-fearing goodness in the hearts of humans. Of course, we would have been burned up by now if it wasn't for the green shield that Master and the peace people placed around our planet, and it's odd to see on the space weather graphs that things were very quiet on the sun around the time that we were expecting a very big disaster and thus praying very hard. May we all pray plentifully, as it would appear that the three most powerful can make good use of it to save us from the most terrible disasters. Margot in the United Kingdom,
etc.
I can see all that, I know all that, but I cannot prove it to you. That is a problem. Well, at least you, the God's disciple who follow me, should believe what I said. What reason do I have to tell the untruth? Only to make people ridicule me or look down upon me in their hearts. They might think, oh, nothing happens, she just talks. She just say anything to scare us or stuff like that. But I don't mind as long as humans can be saved, can have less suffering, and the world, the planet is still there for them to continue their lives so that they might still have a chance. If they live longer, they might have a chance to meet the master of their liking. doesn't have to be me. To get enlightenment, wisdom, and know the all truth, then maybe they won't laugh at us anymore. Meanwhile, we do all our best to help them in whatever way possible. We help with what we can.